Hey guys, it's Rob, back with another video today. Did my favorite 80s horror films. Today I wanted to do my favorite 90s horror films, spanning from 1990 to 1999. I have a huge list of these movies. It's my personal list, my opinions. I know there's some that I'm probably going to leave out. Some that I probably didn't mention, so if you can think of any, comment down below if I didn't list any of the ones that maybe I should have or that are popular. But I do have close to like 10 of them that I don't have with me. They're in the other room because I have a ton of movies. I mean, my whole floor is covered with them. This, and I have other, shelves full. So I just grabbed what I could. So let's go through these. My favorite 90s horror films. I also want to mention some of these are thrillers, so I just added, sci-fi thrillers. But anyway, the first one is The Sixth Sense. M. Night Shyamalan, I like his films up to, I'd say, The Village. But I like Sixth Sense. I don't know, I just thought it was well done. It was well shot, plus the twist at the end. So, Tremors, really a great monster movie with these worm-like graboids, so to say, that come up from underground and they grab you and take you under. Really cool. I really like that concept. I grew up with this film, so really like that film. Of course, I talked about this before, The Blair Witch Project, how much I like this film. Very, very well done found footage style documentary. I really thought it was well done for a found footage kind of film. That's all you see nowadays are found footage films, but I think this was like the best one as far as found footage goes. The Haunting with Liam Neeson, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Owen Wilson, and Lily Taylor. This, no one ever talks about this movie anymore, and I just watched it recently and I loved it. I love this movie. The CGI isn't really that bad, but there are some creepy ass parts in this film. And I just thought it was well done. I don't know, I have fun with it. I really have fun with that movie. Return of the Living Dead 3. I like this movie. This is kind of like a zombie love story in a way. About the girl who gets killed and then the boyfriend brings her back to life, but she's not really herself. She's pretty much dead. She's craving brains and stuff. So I liked it. It's a very, very gory movie. Supposedly there's another cut to this, and I can't imagine it being any gorier than that one. A good sci-fi horror, Sphere. This one is excellent. I love this. Did you go into the Sphere? Samuel L. Jackson, Dustin Hoffman, Sharon Stone. Great underwater sci-fi film. Another thriller, Hand That Rocks the Cradle, with Rebecca De Mornay. Now this is why I like the movie Mother's Day, the remake with Rebecca De Mornay. She does a great, fantastic job, and I thought in this one, she's really sinister in this movie. You don't want to fuck with her, that's for damn sure. Cape Fear, one of my favorite Robert De Niro movies. I think he was just absolutely hysterical in this film, and he's intimidating. You don't want to fuck with him either in this film. Next one is Silence of the Lambs, a classic with Hannibal Lecter. I mean, with Buffalo Bill, would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. It puts the lotion on and it does as told. Anyway, this is a great film. Creepy moments in it as well. Here's one that I've really liked over the years, Sleepy Hollow. I thought Tim Burton did a good job with it. Of course, Johnny Depp playing the pale face that he always plays. Him and Tim Burton are like this, like really tight. But I like the Headless Horseman story in this. I thought it was really well done. The Rage Carry 2. I like this because it was just a fun movie. It was pretty gory in some parts, but I just feel bad for the girl and like this football team that does what they, has sex with these girls and stuff and write it down in a book and keep scoring stuff. I didn't do that at my old high school, but there were actually kids who did that. So I can feel for that. I don't have the case. I don't know why. I think I just, I watched this downstairs, I believe. Stir of Echoes with Kevin Bacon. I'll just hold the disc up. Stir of Echoes. Fantastic film. One of my favorite Kevin Bacon films. It's creepy, and I love the music to it. About this ghost that comes to visit his apartment and stuff, and he has to listen to what the ghost says and stuff. I really liked it. I don't know. End of Days. Actually, Arnold Schwarzenegger horror movie. I mean, you have Stallone who had I See You, and that was an okay film, but this is really kind of a gory film too. I mean, there's some sadistic shit that happens in this where Arnold fights Satan. Really cool. I don't know. This was after this movie. Actually, I saw this in the theater. This was his comeback after his heart attack. I believe he had his heart attack, and then he came back and he did this movie. So, it was a really good comeback movie, I tell you that. Urban Legend. And this is the movie that makes all the urban legends that you've read about in these scary story books come to life. And I really enjoyed that. Robert Englund's in this. I think Brad Dourif is too in one part. But yeah, he is. But I think this was really good. I don't know, I enjoyed this one. I enjoyed this one better than the other ones. Final Cut or whatever. Halloween H2O, I will always defend this film. I like it a lot. Yes, it's different from the other Halloweens, but it has Jamie Lee Curtis. 20 years later, it goes back to the first one. Dimension Films, it's kind of like Scream. People say it's like Scream. So what? It's Halloween, has a Halloween theme music. They tried to capture the audiences of the original and also a new audience. Bring back the horror and let them go face to face once again. I thought that was cool, and the way it ended was perfect. They did not need to make Halloween Resurrection. That was the biggest mistake. It ended perfectly the way it did. You should have heard people in the theaters, right when she cut his head off, boom, people were clapping. It was amazing. Next one is kind of sci-fi-ish, but it's The Faculty. That's a great film. I have this double pack with Phantoms. Phantoms ain't too bad, but Faculty is the one I'm going after here. I really like that movie with Elijah Wood and what's his name? Josh Hartnett. Yeah. I have a double pack of Wishmaster and Wishmaster 2. I love the first Wishmaster. That's my favorite. So I'm going to list Wishmaster, the first one. I Know What You Did Last Summer, and you have Party of Five girls. Nev Campbell did Scream, Jennifer Love Hewitt did I Know What You Did Last Summer, so they're kind of the same, in the same boat, but this had a different story, a guy with a hook and wearing a slicker. I really liked it. He comes after these group of kids who hit him in the road stuff. I really like that. A classic, People Under the Stairs. Shocker's good too, but People Under the Stairs, I think Shocker was 89. People Under the Stairs is a fantastic film. It's a fucked up film. Crazy funhouse kind of a film. And I really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen People Under the Stairs, give it a watch. It's pretty cool. I like it. Predator 2. The Predator that people speak probably the least of. But I think, honestly, I think Predator 2 is good. Danny Glover maybe wasn't the best choice, but the fact that I think he gave it his best, and it turned out pretty good. Predator is in the city this time instead of the jungle, which also changed it up a little bit. I really like that concept, because the city is kind of a jungle in a way, So, Night of the Living Dead, the Tom Savini remake, the 1990 remake. I love this film. I've already reviewed it. Check out my review if you haven't. I love this film. It's excellent. Great job, Tom Savini. I will always love this film, Misery. Best performance by Kathy Bates. This woman is crazy as hell. I would hate to be stuck in this house, strapped to a bed, get my ankles broke by a fucking sledgehammer, and have this bitch yapping down my throat about writing a new book. Fuck you, you motherfucker. But this, it's a crazy ass film. I love it. Rob Reiner did it. He directed it. Also, another classic Stephen King's It. Fantastic film. There's 2 parts to this, where they're kids and then when they're grown up. And I like both parts. Although the kids part, I think, is a little bit more, I would say, fun to watch than the grown-up part. But it's a great story. Tim Curry as Pennywise the Clown. You can't go wrong. I'm going to hold this up. Child's Play 2 and 3. Fantastic films, in my opinion. My favorite is Child's Play 2 with the toy factory and everything. I love Child's Play 2. Child's Play 3 is not far behind. I love that one too. Sci-fi horror Event Horizon, sorry. Sam Neill and Lawrence Fishburne. This movie reminds me of that video game Dead Space, if you've ever played that game. It's a creepy film. This is a fucked up film too. At the ending with Sam Neill's fucked up. I mean, it's great though. I like it. Of course, Scream. This, in my opinion, revolutionized slasher films in a way, because you have Halloween and the slasher films in the 80s and 70s. But this film, I think, it kind of revolutionized the 90s in a way. I really liked it. It was clever. From Dusk Till Dawn. You would never think that this movie is a horror movie. It's more like a heist kind of movie, or like a you know, like has to do with like drug cartels and like you know, holding up liquor stores and shit. You would never think it was a horror film until the end, and I like that. I thought they did a good job with that. It's gory too. That movie is. Here's one called Fear with Mark Wahlberg and Reese Witherspoon. It's an older film, and Mark is very, very young, so is Reese, and this is a good film too. I thought Mark Wahlberg did a good job in this. He acts crazy, kind of obsessed with Reese Witherspoon, and he does whatever he wants, pretty much. He actually kills a kid in the forest. He chases him down and he like breaks his neck. He does this weird move. He's like he breaks his neck. It's oh my god, it's crazy. Now I love this movie. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. Fantastic. Gory film, Billy Zane. Yo-ho dunk, do dunk. Wait, what does he say? Yo-ho dunk, po dunk. Well then, there, motherfuckers! All you have to do is give me the goddamn key. Billy Zane always talks fast like that. Look at me, you filth. Demon Knight, fantastic. Another fantastic, this was a TV miniseries, The Stand. That's 4 parts with Gary Sinise. You got The Plague, The Dreams, The Betrayal, and The Stand. Fantastic film about the end of the world, and this plague, this disease wipes out everybody, and there's people that survive that go to this old lady, and then there's other people who go to this Randall flag, which is supposed to be like the devil or like a demon. And it's like good and evil, good versus evil, pretty much. Pretty cool. I liked it. Another TV miniseries, the Tommyknockers, and this is kind of alienish, sci-fi-ish, because you don't really find that out until the end. But it's about this green glow that's out in this woods, and like it takes over everything. Like people start getting possessed by it and doing weird things. It's Jimmy Smits is in it. Really, really good. I enjoyed it. I don't know. I really liked it. It's got Tracy Lords, the porn star. Yep. She has sex in a mailroom. That's cool. The last one I'm going to mention here that I actually have out here is Jason Goes to Hell. A lot of people give this movie shit. I liked it. What can I tell you? I like this film. I really did. And Kane Hodder isn't in it that much, but at least he reprised his role as Jason. And they kind of they took a different view on Jason in this. So this was the first movie for Jason that wasn't, called like Friday the 13th. It wasn't by Paramount, so it's New Line. So I really liked it. The unrated and R-rated versions. Now, here's the movies that I don't have out here with me. The first one is Candyman, of course. I love that film. Pet Sematary 2, I thought that was fantastic with Edward Furlong. That's really underrated. Check out Pet Sematary 2. Army of Darkness, of course. Can't forget Army of Darkness. Village of the Damned. I saw that on TV the other day, and I'm like, man, I have not seen that movie forever. But I really enjoyed that movie. The Dentist. Now, that movie bothered me because I hate the dentist. I hate going to the dentist. I'd rather go to the doctor 100 times than go to the fucking dentist. I hate the fucking dentist, but that movie bothered me. The Frighteners with Michael J. Fox. Fantastic film. I haven't seen that one in a while, actually. The Cemetery Man. Really enjoyed that one. I don't know if any of you can tell me if Cemetery Man is on Blu-ray. I would love to get it on Blu-ray. Let me know in the comments. Arachnophobia. That movie made me more scared of spiders. I never used to be scared of spiders until I saw that fucking movie. In the beginning where that spider's crawling up that man's leg and all of a sudden bites him. Or what about the spiders that go in the people's popcorn and shit? Like, what the fuck, man? The spiders are that is a creepy ass movie. It makes you afraid of spiders. Jeff Daniels did a fantastic job. And it was a starring role in it. Arachnophobia. Check it out. The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood. That's a great movie. It's kind of a thriller in a way, but Macaulay Culkin is evil in that film. I mean, you've never seen him like that. It's like you always think of Home Alone, but here he is being a sadistic little bitch, throwing dummies over the bridge and causing car accidents and shit. I mean, what the fuck? This kid's crazy. I really like that film, though. I thought it was really well done, and Macaulay Culkin, I thought he did a good job. Elijah Wood, of course, he did a good job. Of course, Elijah Wood hasn't grown up. Even the fact that he looks like the same height. A kid never grows any higher than fucking 4 foot. The last one I'm going to mention that I just got recently is Cube. The movie's called Cube. It's where these people wake up and they're in this like chamber. And each chamber is connected to one another and they have to go through each chamber and there's like traps and shit. It's really, really cool. It's almost like Saw. Like you wake up and you're in a trap, but in this case you're in a room and they're connected. The rooms are connected, so you have to go to the next room and then to the next room and then to the next room, and there's a different trap all the time in each room. I've never seen the Hypercube. I think the second one is called Hypercube or something. But Cube is awesome. I really think that's a very, very underrated film, horror film. I definitely recommend you see Cube. So there you go. That is my personal list of my favorite 90s horror films. I know some of them were sci-fi horror, some were thrillers, but I just had to cram them all together. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video that I did, and I hope you enjoyed some of these films that I listed. And if you haven't seen any, check them out. I definitely recommend them. In the comments, what are some of your favorite 90s? Did you have any of these 90s movies in your list, in your personal list? Let me know. And if I forgot any, let me know in the comments too. So, this is Rob signing off. Next time, maybe I'll do my favorite 70s. I'll go back to the 70s and list some of those. So stay tuned until next time. I'll see you guys later.